Hi guys. Today we're going to be talking about how to set up a real estate investing business. And do you really need to set up one?
As a single professional, I had debt and no savings after my divorce. I always wonder how I can start investing in real estate to secure my future. I studied programs that gave me all the benefits of investing in real estate. Some claim I could start with no money, but I could not find one that gave me the practical, actionable steps I needed. As a wealth advisor, I've met people that own real estate but weren't ahead financially. They were rich, but they weren't wealthy. Then I finally realized that there was one vital component missing that makes someone become wealthy or not. And on the show, I will reveal what I found and give you the step-by-step actions to start investing in real estate and increase your wealth. My name is ARACELI'S. Let's get started.
Hello again. And today it's all about how you're going to set up your business. First of all, if you have decided to start investing in real estate, whether it's part-time or full-time, you need to have the mindset that you are in business. Real estate investing, whether you are flipping homes or you have a buy and hold, so you mean you have renters, it is a business. So you need to have that mentality that everything you're going to treat it as such. And that means you're going to keep track of every time that you go visit your property, if you have a rental property, if you are paying utilities, or if your tenant is paying for utilities. You also have to keep a file on each one of your tenants, especially if you do have any issues and you have issue warnings to them. You want to keep that documentation because you don't know if you're going to take them to court and evict them or something like that. You need to keep records, especially if there's any damage to the property that has happened in their unit that you know wasn't there. So when I first have renters, I usually take a quick video when I'm showing and I'm giving them the keys, so I know exactly what state that apartment was in before they moved in. So if there's any big damage, they cannot say, well, that was already there. So try to keep as many records as you can in everything. The same for any inspections that you do. Also records on when you talk to them about what. Make sure that you give all papers and you hand it to them, so there is no excuse that they did not get the notice, right? Another thing that you need to keep track of is, of course, all your utilities and any expenses that you incur in the property. Of course, utilities is something that is an ongoing basis, but you also have some other repairs. Is there anything wrong with a tap in one of the sinks? Or maybe the toilet is backed up and you have to call someone to repair it. Keep track of all of that, who did it, when, and so, because if you need to go back to them and say, listen, this work wasn't done properly, then you have an invoice, something that says the date, what they did, and what covers, and if there's any warranty at all. That will save you a lot of trouble. The same for anything. If you have replaced the furnace or the air conditioning, when are they supposed to do maintenance, repairs, the filters that need to be changed in the furnace. All of that, you have to keep track of it. I have seen over and over again that people, when they do it on a part-time basis, they don't keep track of everything, and at the end of the year when they have to do their taxes, they don't have the proper documentation to give to their accountant. So just keep track of everything. I also track when I go to the property, how long it takes me to be there, because in your car you're gonna have to track your mileage, and that is also part of your real estate investing business. As you know, I own property in the US, and before the pandemic, I used to go there quite often. So if there's anything that you incur when you go out there, and you may have property as well that is far away, doesn't have to be in another country, but maybe it's far away, 3, 4, 5 hours, that you need to stay there for a few days if necessary. I used to go there on a Friday, come back on a Tuesday. So there is a few days that you have to be there. So I had to rent a hotel, and there's meals and so on. Keep track of those as well. Your gas receipts, all of it that you incur during that trip, because it's part of doing business, so you can claim it at the end of the year. One question that I get asked all the time, especially by Canadian investors that want to start investing in the US, is the number one question is, what about the taxes? Well, that is probably the least thing to worry about. But the taxes just work exactly the same as in any business, and that is why it's so important for you to keep track of that. The second question that I get asked is, do I have to create a company? Well, if you are Canadian and buying in the US, there's 2 ways to buy. One could be either on your personal name, or you can set up an LLC. If you are in the US already, probably an LLC, or you can buy it on your own personal name. What I always tell people is that if you are just trying it out, buy it on your personal name. It's very easy to set up an LLC after you have decided that this is the business that you're going to be in. It's very simple, and I can show you that. It's also in my course. So this is nothing to worry about. The most important thing is to start coming up with a strategy, how you find your money, and how you get started. Because when you get started, now everything starts to count. Most important is, how can you make money as quickly as possible? That is the most important thing. Don't worry too much about buying on your personal name or setting up an LLC. All of that, you will see it as you go along. The most important thing is that you got to get moving. So, and to think this, whether you're doing it part-time or full-time, you need to think like a business. Make decisions like a business and track it as a business. Very, very important. No matter what you do, part-time, full-time, just keep track of everything that you do, things that you pay, and everything else. And then you'll have all of that at the end of the year, and you will not be stressing about, where am I going to get my receipts? Should I be, deducting this or deducting that? All of that will become clear as soon as the year ends, depending on what transactions you've done. Okay? I hope that helped. See you next time. Thank you for being here on the show. Please remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell to get notified when there are more shows available. And if you would like to have more information on how to start investing in real estate, please visit my website at www.aracelihernandez.com. Thank you.